Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Assalamu alaikum Mobi. Assalamu alaikum Amatul. Assalamu alaikum Tushakur. Assalamu alaikum Saki. Walaikum assalam. देखती हूँ ये लाइट बंद करके देखती हूँ कि इससे फर्क पड़ता है। अच्छा थोड़ा डार्क हो गया। ओके ठीक। थोड़ा सा Nikki Vlogs, hello, how are you? Thank you. All right. Few days ago, I posted on Instagram the way I cut the watermelon, and everybody liked it. So today I'm thinking to do the same, but this time I'll show you guys. We always eat watermelon, but if we try, we can make it a little bit fancy. It looks good, everybody likes it. So there are very simple ways, and let's see who else is here. I'm fine, Nikki, I'm fine. How are you? Nikki is saying hello to everyone. Thank you for coming. I will be live streaming for 1 hour, and because I'm doing it from the laptop, so it's, I cannot stay for too long. So let's do this. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This watermelon was in the freezer, so it's very cold. And when I serve it, they would like it. Okay. So what I usually do is I will cut out a shape, any shape. If I want to, let me see. How is everybody doing? Make friends with each other. If you don't know each other, somebody is new, just do that. Make yourself at home. Hi, Triple C, Joe and Triple C. Hi, Joe. Hi, Donna. Thank you for coming over. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How are you guys doing? Well, yeah, the watermelon we all enjoy in summer. I'm just trying to make it look a little bit fancy. When everybody says, wow, how did you do that? So it's very, very easy ways to do it. I can, just show you this. Let me see. I don't want to put my arm in front. You just go like this and you go around it. You can pick out a piece like this, but the spoon I like most is those round spoons that come with the Chinese, food when we order. It's nice and round. Just go around and you can pick out a bite like that, go around. And what I do is then I will take it. I'm sorry. I'll take it and I just put it like that. In the same place where I cut it out from, you just put it like that. So my boys, anytime I try to do something fancy like that, they really love it. I don't know any boys who don't like to be served fancy food. I was going to use the cutting board, but then I don't want to make mess. I have a lot of flies coming over here, fruit flies, and they love watermelon. All right, that was just a little. So let's say I want to serve it in the square plate, so I can pick any shape I want. You guys can keep talking to each other, keep chatting, do your thing. If you don't know somebody, make friends. Okay. Not a good idea to cut your watermelon in a tray, but I have to do it because I don't want to spill too much around here. Let me put the mouse away. Is this plate in focus or no? My ice cream scoop is pretty big, but if you have a smaller ice cream scoop, you can just, not spook it out, I'm sorry, scoop it out. And it's a good option. Then you can pick, whatever works for you. Whatever spoon works for you, whatever, if you have a fancy little cutter, you go with that. Let me see if I can bring in my small cutting board. Yeah, this will do. If you want to cut slices like that, that's a good idea too. Then you just cut them like this. You can arrange them any way you like. If you want to keep them like this, or you want to leave them. So if you have guests over, this is very good. You can just pick it up from here and you can eat it without making mess. A lot of people worry about eating watermelon while friends are over because, it's a lot of messy eating. But this is a pretty good idea. Personally, I love this one. Just cut them up like this, leave them in the freezer for a little while, and then enjoy. Because when we were growing up, watermelon in summer was very, very common. Something we will always eat, but the way, yay, that's the perks of going live. You get to see all the mishaps, right? See, it's messy. So my mom would just cut a slice like this, a big one, and then you just hold the slice and you eat. But when it gets to the mouth, it gets very messy. So while I'm butchering this watermelon, you guys keep talking to each other. Okay, Nikki's, your link is there. If somebody is new for Nikki, grab that link. Creativity is messy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I thought it was a good idea if I put the paper towel here to absorb, because I don't want the fruit flies, running around my kitchen. But it turns out not such a good idea. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not a good idea. Okay, another way I do is like this. See, again, I need the cutting board. Let me just bring the big bag cutting board in and get over with it, because I'm not too comfortable without it. When you are used to something, that's how it goes. If you like slices like this, go ahead. In barbecues, those slices are good. But if you have kids or you have people who don't like their hands to get messy, just make them like that. Put them in the fridge, freezer. When they're really cold, serve them. Now we're going to do the fancy one. Let me just clear this cutting board up, the big one. I'm so used to my big cutting board that if I try anything else, it doesn't work for me. I'm not comfortable with it. So let's bring it in. Thank you, Trey. There you go. That's my cutting board that I'm used to. Okay, let's do another plate. It's already cold, otherwise you can do it afterwards. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Give me thumbs up and make friends. Let me refresh this. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming over. If I'm boring you, let me know. Shahid Chaiwala, thank you coming. Thank you for coming. जी मैं उर्दू भी समझती हूँ मैं उर्दू भी समझती हूँ, उर्दू बोलती हूँ, इंग्लिश भी बोलती हूँ, क्योंकि अमेरिका में रहते हुए आपको आदत हो जाती है इंग्लिश की ज़्यादा, और देखते हैं कि मैं इसको ठीक से काट सकती हूँ या नहीं। आपको ऐसे काटना है कि इसकी एक शेप जो है ना स्टेडी राउंड बन जाए। Okay, good. Let me put that away for now. Okay, this is what I was looking for. ये इस रुख पे कट गया। We cut it like that. Just put it here, and now you do your thing. Let me just wash my hands. I don't like my counters or my cutting board to be messy, so if I'm fussing over it, I'm sorry. Okay. I can bring in my favorite spoon, those plastic spoons, the round ones. फवाद टीवी आए हैं, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। वालेकुम अस्सलाम। क्या हाल है आपके? अब हमने इसको यहाँ पे बस घुमा देना है अंदर, ठीक है? Just go around, take it out, and just put it exactly where you pick it up from. Spoon is not too strong, but I'm trying. Just turn it over. I don't know if you guys can see it. You see it? It looks fancy. And you can just keep going round and round. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आप ठीक हैं। आप मेरी लाइव स्ट्रीम को लाइक भी कर दें। हाँ जी। गपशप भी चलती रहती है, ठीक कहा आपने, गपशप भी चलती है और काम भी हो जाता है, क्योंकि लंच टाइम था जब मेरा कुछ हैवी खाने को दिल नहीं कर रहा था, सो आई डिसाइडेड टू डू समथिंग लाइट. So what is better in summer than watermelon? When you do this, make sure there's enough room for you to go around it. इतना होना चाहिए कि वो white वाला part, the green part, the white part should not come over. This tabbouleh is a little weak. I don't know why. It's very, very soft. Anyways, ऐसे बस करते जाए और आपका जो है जिस तरबूज को आप सर्व कर रहे हैं प्लेट के ऊपर, वही तरबूज आपका जो है वो ये सही कटा है, ये देखें, ठीक है, बिल्कुल जिस तरह आइसक्रीम स्कूप जाता है, ये नीचे से from the bottom is flat because of the spoon, and from the top it's nice and round, so you just pick it up and you put it exactly where you pull it out from. When I do that, the boys, they take my sons, they just love it. It's cold and it's healthy. You know, it's better than eating ice cream. So they just love it. A little bit effort. You know, we are going to eat watermelons anyways. So if we make it a little bit fancy, that's good. सुबुही आई हैं, अस्सलाम वालेकुम सुबुही, हाउ आर यू, आपका क्या हाल है? वालेकुम अस्सलाम. साकी का लिंक लग गया है, अगर आपने साकी को ज्वाइन करना है तो कर लें. साकी एक नया चैनल है डेडिकेटेड टू उर्दू अदब, और जिनको उर्दू अदब से दिलचस्पी है वो इनको सब्सक्राइब कर लें. शाहिद चाय वाला जी, आपको तो अच्छा लगेगा ये साकी का चैनल, बिकॉज मैंने देखा है आपको इंटरेस्ट है इन चीज़ों में, बहुत अच्छा है. मैंने आज इनकी वीडियो देखी थी, छोटी सी थी लेकिन बहुत मालूमाती थी. वहाँ पे इन्होंने एक शेर जो है उसको पोस्ट किया और फिर उसको शायर को एक्सप्लेन किया, और जो उसमें मुश्किल लफ्ज़ था उसको भी इन्होंने एक्सप्लेन किया. अच्छा लगा मुझे. ये देखिए कट गया, और जहाँ से इसको निकाला था जस्ट पुट इट राइट बैक इन देयर. So how are we doing so far? The watermelon is too soft, so some pieces I cannot keep the shape up. I'm trying. ये वाला छोटा है. Let me try the other spoon. Let me try the small teaspoon for this one. You see, I didn't get the shape I was going to get from this spoon, but this spoon somehow brings them very nice and round. This one is a little bit pointy right here. Okay, so now we will do the same thing. We will go in the middle. If we can cut out 3, we will cut out 3 of those. I like this spoon because of its round shape. It's plastic spoon, but it works for me. So whatever works for you, you can use it. You can have different shapes. Thank you, Moby. Oh, yeah, me too. This is going to be lunch. So I was going to make it for the boys and for my husband. So I decided, let me do it with you guys. But the watermelon is too soft, The shapes are not coming out exactly like I wanted them to. So if you have, extra watermelon and you want to top it, you just cut out like this and just keep building it up. Don't worry, I'm not going to waste. I don't waste food, so I will be using all of it. Yes, it's very nice and soft. It's sweet too. But, with watermelon, you don't know. Until you cut it, you don't know what you're going to get. So, just keep doing this. If it's a seedless watermelon you like, then bring the seedless watermelon. You do it with the seedless one. It's even prettier looking. There's so many different ways you can do the fancy. If your food looks beautiful, what else do you want? Because some of us, we eat from our eyes, like my papa would say. Sorry, guys. It's not coming out the way I thought it would come out. Last time I did, the watermelon was amazing. It was so nice and the pieces were coming out nice and round. This is not something that, I can do anything about. That's the watermelon I have today. Don't worry, I will not bore you for too long. This is just for 1 hour. Let me clean that up. How is everybody doing? हमारे साथ जो भी हैं आप उसको लाइक भी करें, स्टे भी करें और मुझे बताएं कि मैं ठीक कर रही हूँ कि नहीं कर रही. कहाँ गए सब फ्रेंड? कोई मैसेज नहीं कर रहा. मैसेज करते जाएं, छोटा छोटा मैसेज करते जाएं. मेरा ध्यान इधर लगा हुआ है, आप मैसेज करते जाएं तो मुझे पता लगता जाएगा कि आप इधर ही हैं. आज हमारा जो छोटा सा लंच होगा उसमें आप शामिल हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर कमिंग ओवर. One thing about watermelon makes a lot of mess. So I'm thinking about doing a fly trap. And let me see if I can get them. Let's do another way of watermelon. So many ways. When you play around with food, I don't think there's anything else that you need to make it fancy. You just play around, find out what works for you. I'm always looking for ways to do things that can keep it. Okay, I have the skewers. Now you know what I'm going to do, right? Right. Okay. Let's do the same thing. Let's cut it. I don't think my knife is going round properly. Dana, Joe, are you still here? Thank you for coming over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't take you properly. I hope you're still here. I didn't bore you too much. It's summer days, everybody's doing barbecues and everybody's... Yes, Amatul, this is watermelon. वाटरमेलन की कुर्बानी कर दी मैंने आज. How is everybody doing? This watermelon is too soft. Too soft. Come on. if you have little kids and you don't want them to make too much mess, or you like the idea or shape of kebabs, take a skewer, put it through your watermelon, make it look fancy, right? I don't know, this watermelon is not what I was expecting. Anyways, we have to work with it. We have to work with whatever we have. I always try to do that. Whatever I have, I try to go with it. Thank God for providing for us. Nothing goes waste in this kitchen. I try to make the best out of whatever God has given me. If you are still here, friends, keep messaging me. Small messages to let me know I'm still here. It gives me encouragement. And it also lets me know that you are still with me. Small pieces, if it's for children, don't do big pieces, make small pieces. Do that in your barbecues, just like you're serving the kebabs, put some watermelon on the skewers and let everybody have fun. Aisha Janju aayi hain. Aisha, assalamu alaikum. How are you, sis? Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. You can see the mess I'm making over here. My watermelon unexpectedly turned out to be a little too soft. So I'm trying to make the best out of it. तरबूज की कुर्बानी दी है मैंने. This could be done any time of the year, right? तरबूज हलाल किया है. अब उसको डिफरेंट तरीके से मैं जिस तरह आप उसको सर्व कर सकते हैं. ये बच्चों के लिए जो प्लेट होती है उसमें छोटे छोटे पीस आप इस तरह लगा के, you can do this for the kids. They will love it. Just make sure before or after doing this, you leave your watermelon in the fridge so it gets nice and cold. I know in Pakistan we used to put it in ice water. Let me clear that. There are so many ways you can enjoy what God has given us. Just make it look nice and beautiful, presentable, and everybody will like your food. Because I know my boys, they get very happy when I do this type of things. A little bit of effort can make your food look really good. My counter is a mess, and so are my hands. And I don't want any fruit flies to get any ideas that I'm open for business. Aisha ji, thank you, Jazakallah, for saying that. Friends, आप छोटा छोटा मैसेज मुझे करते जाएं, मुझे पता लगे कि आप मेरे साथ ही हैं. I'm not going to stay too long. It's just I'm taking 1 hour from you, and I think half hour is done. It's 12:29. Stick with me for another half an hour. I appreciate that. I appreciate your coming over. Always make sure that your cutting board is cleaned properly every single day. Don't let food dry on it. I know sometimes we just ignore it. That's not a very good thing to do. I don't know, maybe I fuss over it too much. One seed is okay. I'm always fussing over it. And I don't even know why. Let me get another plate. Sorry if I'm getting in your way. You can serve your watermelon like this. If you have time, you can take away the seeds. My hands are clean, so don't worry about it. You know, small little popsicles going in the freezer. You can cut them all size and shapes. You can always decorate them. You know, just play with your food. Not play the way some people play with the food and waste it, but play in a way that you make it look good and nice. You know, because then if food is good, naturally, you know, your appetite comes and it jogs your appetite. Looks yummy. Thank you, Aisha ji. Thank you, Moby. This is the one I love most because you get to use the bottom of the watermelon as a plate and then you serve it like this. It looks nice. It looks fancy. If I had a better watermelon, I would have cut out very, you know, round shaped. So that leaves us with this, and this is almost the same thing. It has a little bottom. If you have a plate or a clean paper towel, you want it to sit, you just cut out this part. When you cut out this part, it's going to sit nicely in your plate. It's not going to wobble around. This way it sits. So now you can just go, you know, and play with it. Whatever shape you want to cut it into. सब चलता है. Interesting. तो शुक्र कह रही है interesting. Thank you, Aisha ji. गुलचिमा जी भी आई हैं. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. क्या हाल है आपका? How are you? सबसे पहले गुलचिमा जी आती है, सबसे पहले आके मोबी को सलाम करती है. अच्छा लगता है मुझे. That's good. Don't worry, Moby. I'm not getting jealous. Just saying. ये देखें, अब आपके इस शेप में भी रेडी हो गए. अभी और स्कीवर्स हैं मेरे पास. अगर मुझे टाइम मिला तो मैं उसमें भी डाल दूंगी. I'm sorry, you have to see my arm going. मैं उससे लैपटॉप से करती हूँ तो लैपटॉप से फिर मेरी लिमिटेशन जो है ना वो आ जाती है उसके ऊपर. ये वाटरमेलन का वो पार्ट है जिसको लेट्स से कि इसको हमने बाकी सारा काटा तो ये अनइवन है. ठीक है, दिस वन इज अनइवन. इट्स वेरी अनइवन. इधर से इस तरह है. अब इसको किस शेप से काटते हैं, सोचते हैं अभी क्या करना है इसका. हम इस प्लेट में भी इसको इस तरह काट के ऐड कर सकते हैं. हम उसको इसके अंदर से राउंड निकाल के उसको भी कवर कर सकते हैं. क्या कहते हो आप लोग? Thank you, friends. Thank you. Jazakallah for coming over, for supporting me. I think the lighting in my kitchen is not good because the way I'm looking at it, it's kind of dull. Yeah, I think they're getting on now, those lights. अगर यहाँ से स्पून को जब मैं सपोर्ट करती हूँ तो फिर मेरा उसके ऊपर काफ़ी कंट्रोल आ जाता है. So then I just go around with it and I scoop it out. Scoop it out and just scoop it out. There you go. Nice plastic spoon. I'm going to miss it. Anyhow, we continue with whatever we have. So we can keep on building that one. उसके अंदर रखते जाएं, उसको बड़ा करते जाएं. It's gonna look fancy when it's nice and frozen. It's just eating ice cream, but in a very natural state. No preservatives. I have never experienced watermelon so soft. And today was the exact day that watermelon picked to be soft on me, but that's okay. We'll work with it. Just round and cut out your little pieces and build it up. मैंने कितना मिस कर दी कन्वर्सेशन. लेट मी गो बैक एंड सी आप लोग किस बात पे हंसी मजाक कर रहे हैं. आपस में चिट चैट कर रहे हैं. That's good. I'm happy to see everybody feeling happy. अच्छा आयशा आप जा रही हैं. जज़ाकल्लाह. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I didn't plan it to be that messy, but yeah, it happened. So, you know, I always go with whatever I have. बाद में आपके पास ये बच जाएगा. So when you have this leftover, it's another thing you can do. Like I said, in my kitchen, nothing goes to waste. Just scoop out whatever is left, and we will make a smoothie with it. And if you don't want to add anything, water, anything to it, just add few leaves of mint, a pinch of salt, and just, you know, like I said, if it's in the freezer, you don't need to add ice, anything. Just put it in your blender, put mint and salt, and you have yourself natural, very yummy, beautiful, vibrant color smoothie. So again, I'm not being cheap, but I don't throw risk. God is providing for us, so I don't waste it. You can see how much watermelon is in there. You can see it, right? So that will be for my smoothie. There are always so many ways to do things. So many ways. As long as your food looks good. Yes, what else do you want? Because I have seen my guys happy whenever I make an extra effort. यूजुअली बारबेक्यूज में रखने के लिए हमें उसको अच्छी प्लेट डेकोरेट करने का दिल करता है. तो इस तरह का अगर आप कोई भी आइडिया कर लें थोड़ा सा भी, तो अच्छा लगता है. खाने वाला भी खुश हो जाता है. थैंक यू आयशा. You too. Take care. Take care, Aisha ji. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming. In my life, food is not planned. It just comes naturally. Whatever, just like in front of you, I'm doing. You know. Jima, you want something with that? It's okay. Ajo. Nahin? Okay. You want food? Okay. I'm working on it. मेरे बच्चों को भूख लगनी शुरू हो गई है तो वो आना शुरू हो गए हैं. They hear me talking, they hear chopping and whatever going on. How's that? ये कैसा है? You can leave it like this. You can leave it like this. You can pick up a small little slice like that. Or you can just spread it out and make it look fancy. You know. It's nice little slice. Like I explained in the beginning, I don't like messy. When it comes to watermelon, I don't want to do messy. It's not, I don't want to mess up my hands, you know. So you can just spread it out, make it look fancy and easy to pick up and eat. Any way you like. My biggest problem has always been the mess that comes with watermelon. Let's see how it goes. I don't know which piece wants to fit with which one, but it doesn't really matter. You know, just spread it out. Thank you, friends, for coming over. Thank you, Jazakallah. I really, really appreciate your coming and watching me play with my food in a good way. I don't like to play with food like throwing food people do or all that kind of stuff. No, that's not my way. I respect food and I appreciate what God has given me. That's how it goes. That's how it goes with me. गुलचीमा जी, thank you so much for coming, for staying, for watching. मेरी बहुत हौसला अफजाई होती है. I always get encouragement from all of you. I'm not having a barbecue. I'm just playing around with food. अभी ये मेरे बेटे आएंगे और वो सब खा के चलता बनेंगे. But you know, it's always worth it to make food look good. सबसे easy ये रहता है बच्चों के लिए, the one on the skewers and this type of little popsicle type of things, they can just hold it and eat it. If your children are not eating watermelon, that means they're not comfortable holding it. My answer is not a little kid anymore. It's a young man, but he's still very picky about his food. Anything that has crumbs or touches his hands, he doesn't like it. Moby, not with the Yeah, I know you're laughing on answer. I know he does that. You know, just the way Bhajin does it. He doesn't like food touching his hands. You don't like it. It's anything that's crummy, paratha or you name it. Anything that he has anything to do with him touching it, he doesn't want it. So he's not in an age where I can put lukmas in his mouth. So I try to do in a sneaky way where he can just pick up something and enjoy, and while it's looking fancy, so he can say, "Oh, this is good, Mama. This looks good," and he eats it. And when watermelon is frozen, it's amazing. Sorry, guys. I hope you didn't hate me taking that bite. Couldn't resist. Sorry about that. But it was just my luck that I ended up with such a soft watermelon today. Let's put it this way. फ्रेंड्स आप मुझे मेरी लाइव स्ट्रीम को लाइक भी कर दें, थम्स अप दे दें मुझे प्लीज, and keep talking to each other. If you don't know somebody and you want to make friends with them, go ahead. Back to building up this plate. Now tell me honestly, wouldn't this look good on a barbecue table? Any of those plates where it's easy to eat the watermelon without dripping it all over your clothes, you know, and if it's frozen it's even better. When you are serving it, take it out of the freezer or fridge and just serve it. In my opinion, that would be the best thing. That is nice and cold. For this one, we are going to need the fork to pick up the little balls. This one is easy. You can just pick up the little popsicles. This one is easy. You can pick up the little slices without making any mess. Because if you want me to eat watermelon in public, not for me. Because I don't want watermelon dripping all over me. Yeah. I don't know, Moby. मैंने गन्ने भी चूसे हुए, सब कुछ किया हुआ है, but somehow I can't do it anymore. Maybe when I was young, I didn't see how it looked. While you're all dripping with watermelon or sugarcane juice, it's fun. But if I'm home, good. If I'm going somewhere else, no, thank you. I remember those good old days sitting in the backyard and just, you know, eating away watermelons or so now whatever leftover watermelon I told you is going to go in the smoothies. And if I find the little cubes, they are going back in the on the skewer. Nothing goes to waste. Nothing at all from my kitchen, alhamdulillah, goes to waste. अल्लाह का शुक्र है. कौन से फ्रेंड्स अभी तक मेरे साथ हैं? चाय वाला जी, आप इधर थे? शाहिद भाई, आप चले गए क्या? गुलचिमा जी हैं, मुबारक हैं. इस सब मुझे 11 फ्रेंड्स नजर आ रहे हैं. थैंक यू. सब बच्चे हाजिरी दो जी, बिल्कुल सारे बच्चे हाजिरी दें. जो हाजिरी लगा के चले गए हैं उनका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. उनके आने का बहुत शुक्रिया. I really appreciate that. Like I said, I learned from you guys. You are all senior from me. I'm just starting out and with no experience whatsoever. Amra can do this, right? बारबेक्यूज में वो इस तरह स्कीवर्स के ऊपर लगा के वाटरमेलन को रख सकती है. Goes with the theme of barbecue, right? All the rest of it is going to go in my smoothie. I'm going to put it in a plastic bag and leave it in the freezer. And when it's all nice and soft, I'm going to make a nice smoothie. If I was not worried about making too much noise while you guys are here, I would have turned the blender on. Because it's live stream, I cannot. But watermelon smoothie the color looks so beautiful that I don't know. You want to just keep taking pictures of it. चलो जी, आपके सामने मैंने इतने सारे ऑप्शंस रख दिए हैं. जो आपको सबसे अच्छा लगा है मुझे बता दें. Time for the cutting board to go. ये जी, आज स्पेशल आप सबके लिए तरबूज की दावत है. आप मुझे बताइएगा जरूर आपको सबसे अच्छा कौन सा लगा. If somebody is new for me, then please आप मेरी वीडियो देखें और कोई भी वीडियो देख के अगर आपने सब्सक्राइब करना है तो कर दें. मैं जब यहाँ से फिनिश करूंगी तो मैं इंशाल्लाह आपकी तरफ आऊंगी और आपकी वीडियोस भी देख लूंगी आके. ठीक. नहीं गुलशिमा जी, मैं टायर्ड नहीं होती, काम से टायर्ड नहीं होती. बाकी चीज़ों का स्ट्रेस मुझे टायर्ड करता है, लेकिन ये जो कुकिंग है इट वर्क्स एज अ थेरेपी फॉर मी. आप यकीन करें ये मेरी थेरेपी है. मैं सच बोल रही हूँ. लेकिन मेरी जो बाकी लाइफ में रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज है ना वो मुझे टायर्ड करती हैं, तो फिर मैं आके कुकिंग शुरू कर देती हूँ. मजे का है. बहुत ज्यादा सॉफ्ट है लेकिन मजे का है. सॉरी अगेन, मैंने आपके सामने खाना शुरू कर दिया. थोड़ा सा आइडिया आपके सामने रखा है. कोई भी थोड़ा सा एफर्ट था, ज्यादा नहीं था, लेकिन वही तरबूज जो हम स्लाइस काट के खा लेते हैं या हम उसको इस तरह करके खा सकते हैं. दिस वन आई रियली लव इट व्हेन इट्स रियली कोल्ड. तो बाकी ये जो हैं इनको आप फ्रीज करके कर सकते हैं. इजी फॉर द किड्स टू जस्ट पिक इट अप, और एनीबॉडी जिसको दिल नहीं करता कि वो हाथ गंदे करे, बस उसके लिए ये. It's a little too ripe, Moby. It's a little too ripe. बहुत नरम है. That's why I couldn't cut the circles properly. But you got the idea, right? मैंने पहले काटा नहीं था ना इसको. छोटा तरबूज था तो मैंने ऐसे ही उसको फ्रिज में रख दिया था और वो खूब ठंडा हो गया तो मैंने कहा इसको काट लेते हैं, लेकिन ये नहीं पता था कि वो टू सॉफ्ट निकलेगा. मैं इसमें ना लैपटॉप की वजह से लिमिटेड हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे उसको किस एंगल पे रखना है ये समझ नहीं आती, तो इस वजह से मैं थोड़ा सा उसके साथ कंफ्यूज रहती हूँ. लेकिन जब मुझे इजाज़त मिल जाएगी इंशाल्लाह ना मोबाइल से करने की, या मैं कोई फिगर आउट करती हूँ कोई वे, क्योंकि आई एम मोर कंफर्टेबल विद माय फोन. आई कैन जस्ट पुट इट इन अ सर्टेन एंगल एंड गो विद इट. मुझे उसका तो मुझे प्रैक्टिस हो गई हुई है मोबाइल को कि मैंने कहाँ रख के किस तरह करना है. विलेज लाइफ पंजाब, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, कैसे हैं आप? थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. जी मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हो? विलेज, बहुत शुक्रिया आने का. हम आज तरबूज काट रहे थे हमने तरबूज़ वही जो हम रोज़ाना खाते हैं, उसको थोड़े से फैंसी तरीके से काटा है और अगर आपको अच्छा लगे तो बता दें। एक छोटा-सा आइडिया दिया है कि किसी भी चीज़ को जो हम यूज़ करते हैं अपनी एवरीडे लाइफ़ में, समर में तो हर वक़्त हम तरबूज़ खाते हैं। तो उसको ठंडा कर लें और फिर उसको डिफ़रेंट शेप से काटें, जब आपके मेहमान आएँ तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है। शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया। गुलचिमा जी, जज़ाकल्लाह। बस अभी 5 मिनट्स में हो और हूँ यहाँ पे, 5 मिनट्स में फिर मैं इसको बंद कर दूँगी। अभी मैं लैपटॉप की बैटरी इतनी ही इजाज़त देती है। तो मेरा किचन कुछ इस तरह का है कि मैं उसको यहाँ पे प्लग नहीं कर सकती इस काउंटर के पास। इसलिए मैं मूवी की बात नहीं अभी मान रही। लाइव कुकिंग इंशाल्लाह अगर मैंने फ़िगर आउट कर लिया कोई तरीका, आपको पता है यूजुअली मैं जोड़-तोड़ करके कर लेती होती हूँ। अगर तो मुझे कुछ ऐसा हो गया कि वो मेरे चूल्हे के ऊपर फ़ोकस करे, मुझ पे ना करे क्योंकि मैं पर्दे में हूँ और पर्दे ही में रहना चाहती हूँ। तो इतना मैं कर सकती हूँ, इससे ज़्यादा मैं अपने आप को एक्सपोज़ नहीं कर सकती। जी साकी जो हैं वो लिंक लगा रहे हैं, उन्होंने आपका लिंक लगा दिया है। आपका लिंक लग गया है, विलेज। जी, लगा दिया है। मोवीज़ किचन और साकी जो है ये मेरा लिंक लगा देते हैं मेरे लिए। मेरे हाथ बिज़ी होते हैं एंड ऑल्सो आई एम स्टिल लर्निंग। सो बहुत अच्छे अच्छे तरीके से आके मेरी हेल्प कर देते हैं, मेरे साथ रहते हैं, उनका बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया। ये साकी उनका नया चैनल है, आप इसको भी सब्सक्राइब कर लें, क्योंकि ये उनके उर्दू अदब के शौक वालों के लिए है। अगर आपको शौक है उर्दू अदब का तो आप उनको भी सब्सक्राइब कर लें। मुझे 11 फ्रेंड्स नज़र आ रहे हैं, लेकिन मुझे पता नहीं 11 में से कौन यहाँ पे है, कौन नहीं है। आई थिंक जो एंड ट्रिपल सी शो दे लेफ्ट अर्ली। आई रियली अप्रिशिएट देयर कमिंग ओवर। दे जस्ट स्टॉप बाय टू से हाय आई थिंक। एंड निकी व्लॉग्स आप यहाँ पे हैं अभी कि चले गए हैं? अगर हैं तो मैसेज करते रहे। अभी देखें विलेज आए हैं। सकफ़ भी आए हैं। सकफ़ अस्सलाम वालेकुम। वालेकुम अस्सलाम। वालेकुम अस्सलाम। सॉरी मैं तरबूज के अंदर इतना बिज़ी थी कि मैं देख नहीं सकी आप कब आई हैं। Okay. Yeah, Joe and Triple C, they are still here. They were saying hi to Moby. I'm just catching up on the chat now because I've been so busy. I didn't catch up in 2 minutes. Inshallah, I'm going to close this live stream. 1 hour is good for me. My laptop is just going to run out of battery by then. Uh, Moby, the watermelon balls didn't come out nicely. Otherwise, it looks so good that you know, even I when I do it and then I look at it and I say, wow, that's really good. जी, शाही चाय वाला जी, जी, मैं आपके भी कमेंट सब पढ़ रही हूँ। जी, ठीक है। आई एम कैचिंग अप। मैं अब सबकी चैट पढ़ रही हूँ। इट्स गुड थिंग यू गाइस वर हैप्पी। सब वही आप हैं कि चली गई। जज़ाकल्लाह। आपको अच्छा लगा वाटरमेलन? थैंक यू। I don't have a backyard, so we don't do barbecues like that. Before Corona, we used to go in a park and do it over there. But from home. This is what I do. I make my family happy like that. Boys always like fancy food, so I try to keep them happy. But these are a few ideas for you guys who have big, nice backyards and you do your barbecues. Just make your watermelon look fancy. ठीक है विलेज आपको साकी जो हैं वो लाइव के बाद आपको रिटर्न कर देंगे। सकफ आप हैं कि चली गई? मुझे सकफ नज़र आई थी कहीं पे। चलें जी, 1 बज गया है। थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी फॉर कमिंग ओवर। आप लोग अपना अगर सब ने एक-दूसरे का देख लिया है, जिसको लिंक चाहिए थे नए उन्होंने ग्रैब कर लिए हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर कमिंग ओवर। सो वी विल बी गोइंग ऑफ। यू आर वेरी वेलकम। विलेज लाइफ इन पंजाब जी, मैं सिर्फ 1 घंटे के लिए आई थी क्योंकि मैं अभी लैपटॉप से आती हूँ तो मेरा टाइम थोड़ा, मुझे ऐसी जगह चाहिए होती है जहाँ पे प्लग इन कर सकूँ, लेकिन इस काउंटर के पास मैं नहीं उसको ला सकी केबल को, तो इसलिए फिर अब इंशाल्लाह कल मिलते हैं, ठीक है? जी मोबी, कल मिलेंगे इंशाल्लाह। मैं कोशिश करूँगी इसी टाइम पे, क्योंकि मुझे यही टाइम सूट कर रहा है अभी। ठीक, आप लोग भी अपने, आपका मूड हो गया होगा वाटरमेलन खाने का, आप भी वाटरमेलन को काटें और प्यारा-सा बना के सर्व करें, ठीक? ओके जी, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़, खुदा हाफ़िज़ एवरीबॉडी, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। थैंक यू मोबी, सन आप कह रहे हैं आपको अच्छा लगा, थैंक यू। चलें ठीक है, मैं अब इसको बंद करती हूँ। अब मेरी फैमिली को भी भूख लग रही है, मैं उनको भी जाके चेक करूँ। ओके, खुदा हाफ़िज़।